I just love anime because it's great for making people connect. Like, it's just a great love to have. I love it just because of the adversities that's happening in these shows. Like, if you was really dealing with this in real life, you don't know what to do, really, you know? So it's like, I watch these shows and I try to put them into my life and what my adversities are. They're not as dramatic and drastic as like how this is, but at the same time, I still have the mindset of Naruto, or I'm watching Solo Leveling right now. Boy,
there you go.
Nice.
just the mentality in his head, just the 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and run a kilometer, and then he just decided to double that up, see how much he can do more. You know what I mean? Like, just that right there in the mindset, be like, like, I know I could do more.
Coming to you from Crunchyroll HQ, this is The Anime Effect. Each week we bring you the latest news and views on the shows you love. It's pop culture with an anime lens. Today we are welcoming possibly the biggest anime fan in the NFL, none other than running back for the New Orleans Saints, Jamaal Williams. He reps anime everywhere he goes, whether it's on the field, at press events. So we invited him onto the show to hear all about his favorite anime and tell us a bit about his anime journey. Lee and I had the chance to talk to him outside of our regular studio time, so you'll get us kind of in a different space. However, we are wearing the same clothes.
It happened today.
It happened
today.
Yeah,
we actually wear the same clothes every day, like The Simpsons.
Right.
Yeah.
It's basically Doug. Like, you open my closet and it's the same fit like every time.
Before we get to that, we of course have anime, gaming, and music news to share, including more quintessential quintuplets.
This one's for you, bro.
I know. I said that as if anyone else but me was interested. A JoJo's collab.
Yeah, that one's for me.
Some Jujutsu Kaisen merch coming.
That one's for everybody.
An update on the Hunter x Hunter fighting game.
Ooh.
That one's for Lee.
That one's for me.
And Man with a Mission is going on tour. And we've got all the details coming up on the show. So I'm your host, Nick Friedman.
I'm LeAlec Murray.
And I'm Leah President.
We're here, the three of us,
Yeah.
together again.
Three, not two. Three.
A little piece of me leaves every time one of you aren't here.
To see just how powerful the effect of anime really is.
They don't like when I get sentimental.
It's like, move past it. Yeah.
How was your beach episode, dude?
It was good. It rained a lot.
Yeah.
In Puerto Rico, but we got a couple of good beach days in there.
I saw the cats
There
on
were
the ground.
so many cats.
Yeah.
Flying cats, shelled cats.
They were in like conch shells. Like,
when you posted cat and it was a turtle, I like, bro, I
that sounds so cute and so strange.
I was like in my office audibly laughing because it's just like,
Because you're just like, a cat.
a cat, and he's like, oh, here's another cat. I was like, it's a turtle. I was like, what am I missing? And I'm just dying laughing in my office, bro.
So I do this thing when I'm on vacation and I'm posting photos where I feel like I develop like an in-joke every time. And this one just happened to be
cats.
taking pictures of animals and referring to them as cats. So there are cats on my Instagram stories.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a turtle that I've referred to as a cat. There are 2 macaws that I've referred to as 2 cats. I didn't post the video, but I got a video of 2 birds kissing.
Adorable.
I thought it was funny. I don't know about adorable. They were like tonguing it up.
2 birds kissing?
They got
I wonder if there was some kind of like
going at it, like and I think I did I saw like a lungfish or something like that. And I was like, this is a cat.
Lungfish.
So yeah, beach episode was good. I'm glad to be here. If you skipped last episode because it was filler, I don't blame you. Just kidding.
Wow.
Whoa. Shots fired.
The
Shots fired.
disrespect.
I'm going to call David.
I have to say this. I listened to the episode on my flight home.
Okay.
Where I was on the tarmac in Austin for 4.5 hours because they needed to refuel and change the staff twice.
What is up with that, by the way?
Hey, what's the deal with airplane delays?
What's up with these airports?
It was really good, y'all. It might be my favorite episode so far, which I think is hilarious that I'm not on that one.
Your favorite episode is the one you're not on.
And like a lot of the comments agreed, like in YouTube, they're like, yeah, this is the best episode so far. And I was like,
it's because they're David fans. David Dastmalchian.
Nick is like, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
Hey, if I am the problem, that's cool. I'll leave. I'll go.
No, we need you, our fearless leader.
But no, I'm glad to be back with a lot less hair on my head.
Yeah. Haircut looks
I
good,
like
buddy.
the haircut. It's fire.
Appreciate it. For the listeners, Doesn't matter.
But if you're watching this, Nick got a haircut.
He's looking fresh.
I'm not new. I'm not a new person.
Who is this guy?
All right, you want to get into the news for the week?
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's go.
All right.
So we are going to get into the news per usual. We have much to discuss, including the English dub episodes of Black Butler, the public school arc, as well as some JoJo and Jujutsu Kaisen collabs. We got some shoes. We got some bags. I am going to add them to my cart after this because they are actually cool and fire and lit.
all of the ways that you can say fire, they are.
They're lit flame.
It says here, synonyms for cool, read one of them.
Yeah. I wonder when Webster's going to add like the Neo definition of lit to the dictionary.
Oh, no. Webster's dictionary
Anyway,
defines.
like I said last episode, I'm going to be cringe forever and I'm going to be proud of it. So next. And then also we have some Hunter x Hunter stuff.
Some things. We got some
It's a
stuff.
fighting game. And I think that LeAlec is going to have some thoughts on this just based on the shirt that he's wearing right now. Is that Ken?
It's Ryu.
bro.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm
Cut
done.
the
I can't-
cameras.
I gotta
Wow, we gotta
Cut
go.
the cameras, dead ass.
Bye.
All that coming up. Okie dokie artichokes. It is time to get into the news and keep y'all updated. So we're going to start with some Butler English dub news because ever since talking to David Dallas-Malshan last episode, I can't stop thinking of him as Sebastian. So I'm totally excited about this news. So Nick, you want to jump us in?
Yes. So obviously, speaking of David's favorite anime, Black Butler,
This is for you, David.
Black Butler English dub is back.
Yeah.
It's coming back with the returning cast members, J. Michael Tatum and Brina Palencia as Sebastian Ciel.
Love that.
I love when a show comes back and like after a long time.
It keeps the
And
continuity.
and the voice
like-
actors come back.
It
Yeah.
just, it's so
good.
great.
That's what I loved about Trigun. When Johnny on Bosch came back, I was like, oh my God, please.
Crunchyroll announced that the English dub is returning. They revealed the cast and crew for the series and the release date, which was actually last week. So you can go and watch the first episode, English dubbed now. And new episodes will release weekly on Saturdays. So one thing I did notice on the episode last week is that you guys never explained what Black Butler is.
Oh, yeah.
At all.
Oh, yeah, no.
Well, because everybody already
You're
knows.
like, hey,
No.
Black Butler, hey.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, if you know, you know.
Yep.
But Black Butler follows CL, young English boy, who is seeking revenge for his murdered parents, Batman style, with the help of a demon named Sebastian, who is disguised as a butler. That's all you're getting.
Yeah.
So we got.
And
Go
he's-
watch it.
Yeah.
It's worth a watch.
He's super inventive too, like, and it's funny. And so if you're starting the show like from the old and then working into the new, that's fine. But I think like anyone who isn't familiar with the show, like I think this new like arc is going to set it up pretty well.
It's
So
as
if
someone
you have a general,
that hasn't like watched the I guess the original or the first like couple seasons of Black Butler, like I watched the first episode of the school arc and I was like, man, this is great.
Yeah,
This
you get
is absolutely hilarious. And I don't feel like I missed anything.
I've never seen any Black Butler, but because I'm not a sociopath, I'm going to go back to the beginning and watch it because the classic series is on
Yeah.
Crunchyroll streaming now too.
I think
So-
I'm going to do that too, actually. Like,
Oh,
just
you
seeing,
changed your mind now?
Well, I mean, I just saw the first episode because I had to like, because I was working a premiere, right?
Yep.
And then I was like, oh,
I
this
was
is
working
great.
a premiere.
Now I'm like, hey, I should actually go back and watch this and just add it to the list of things I haven't watched yet. So.
Same. And I got added it to my backlog Crunchyroll.
Right, yes.
It's like, 260
Right.
shows.
The backlog is sick.
Next up, I feel like we talk quite a bit about like fashion collaborations on this
Yeah.
show. I always like to see when anime like kind of permeates into a mainstream brand like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure
Yeah.
and Reebok are dropping not just JoJo's shoes, sneakers, Stardust Crusaders inspired sneakers, which if you're not familiar with JoJo's, so Stardust Crusaders is part 3.
Yep.
One of my favorite parts.
Listen, when you talk like any season of an anime, I think Stardust Crusaders is probably, for me, it's probably like top 5. Like, it's so good.
It's probably the season you see memed the most.
Yes, absolutely.
It has a big Dio showdown. It has a Buff Bros road trip around the world vibe to it. You have
It's so camp.
You have
Love
a
it.
pervy grandpa from the previous year. I
Yep.
mean, Stardust Crusaders is great. Everyone always says start with part 3.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
start with part 1 kind of guy.
Yeah, I like my buddy Nathan said the same thing. I was like, bro, I want to start getting into JoJo's, and I was like, should I start with Stardust? And he was like, no, start from the beginning.
Fan of Blood, baby.
because you gotta
You appreciate it better.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a season 1 defender.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think it is
for
super
sure.
funny and strange
Yeah.
and
It's an
different.
anthology, but in
Yeah.
a way that there's a through line through all of
Right.
it. So the shoes. So the shoes have Ora Ora written.
They're
although I'm not going to do a
very-
take of Ora Ora again. Not going to do that. And the to be continued text and the arrow. So it's kind of a meme shoe. They kind of got like all the bits
It's
of the meme going.
JoJo's.
When I
It's
saw the to be
JoJo's.
continued, I was like sold. Like
Yeah.
I don't need anything else.
Oh my gosh. They're being sold on Reebok Japan,
Mhm.
Premium Bondi, for around $176 US.
For a sneaker like that, I feel
Yeah.
like that's pretty like
It's a good price, honestly. Like when you look at the prices of sneakers now, like it's a good price. Like actually, when we were putting this doc together, I went to Bandai Premium. It's like, can I order these yet?
Can you get them shipped to the US yet?
I don't know if you can get them
Okay.
shipped from if you're using
You have to use a
Premium
proxy.
Japan. Probably. So I'm gonna see if I can get these because they're also. We talked about this with the Hunter x Hunter Reebok shoes. How the Hisokas are using the Instapump variant.
Mhm.
These are
Yeah,
also an
I
Instapump
saw that.
variant, and they look
Ah.
absolutely phenomenal. And I saw some comments of people like, I don't know what I'm gonna wear this with. Like, I don't know. Like,
Does it matter?
it doesn't matter. Like,
Just go outside.
just
put
vibe.
them
Nothing
on.
but your JoJo's
Right.
pumps.
And I feel like this is like a rare shoe that you don't have to like.
Yeah.
You just put whatever on and
Wear it on
you're
your
good.
hands.
They
Something,
actually look
something.
really comfortable too.
Yeah. The Instapump like silhouette is like it's a
I'm
very.
gonna have to go try on some
It's-
Instapumps
It's
at,
so
the,
good, bro.
at the shoe
We're gonna
market. Where do I go to
pump
buy
you up.
At the
shoes?
shoe market.
In other collab news, this one's just a little bonus, but
Mhm.
Loungefly is doing a new Jujutsu Kaisen collab that includes a backpack and a crossbody. Y'all, I've been checking out this backpack.
I need
for
a new
bit
bag.
now.
Yeah.
Your boy's a sucker for a good crossbody too. So
I've been looking
I'm-
for good. I have a Cowboy Bebop one.
Yeah,
right now
nice.
that I've been
Yeah.
using.
I have the one I'm using now is like a Squirtle Squad one. So
Nice. Is that official?
it's sir. Do not ask me that question.
If you're in the TCG game, you gotta have a crossbody, bro.
one.
You are not
gotta
real
have one.
unless you can roll up to a vendor, unzipping the thing on your chest, pulling out a
Yeah, bro.
a slab or what. I don't.
Yeah, man. You
is
gotta
that
keep
what
your
they're called, slabs.
you
I
gotta
don't
keep
have
your
any.
card decks in there. You gotta
Return
keep your,
the slab.
Make me.
Return the slab.
But anyway, yeah. So
That's from Courage the Cowardly Dog, by the way.
So-
I don't know if anyone gets that reference nowadays.
I did. I mean,
Oh.
yeah. Of course I did. Of
Yeah.
course, that
The
episode scared
things
the
I
shit out of
do
me.
for love.
that episode is still scary
It's
today.
horrifying. The
Even
whole show is scary.
the host, yeah, I went back and watched it recently, and it was like me as a 30-plus-year-old man. I'm
Mhm.
still like scared of bits of this. show.
That cat in the basement, yeah.
Okay,
Very
guys,
scary.
the Jujutsu Kaisen bags. They are. They have kind of a design themed around Yuji's school uniform. So
It looks good.
I
there's
like
kind
that.
of
Yeah.
a subtlety to it that,
Mm.
like, unless you know, like, which I love. I love when you can take like the elements and make
Yeah,
something
if you
cool and
know,
presentable.
kind of.
But then when you
yeah.
unzip it, Itadori.
He's right there. Yeah, he's right there on the inside.
in 1080p.
And they should be rolling out around this month. So you can check
Yeah.
out the pictures of that and the Stardust Crusaders Reeboks on Crunchyroll News. There is more quintessential quintuplets anime coming down the pipeline.
Mhm.
So they announced that the honeymoon arc is
Mm.
That
going to
sounds
be
sweet.
part of the anime. I'm not going to spoil anything because this show is wholesome and wonderful and you should watch it. But this will follow the marriage of Futaro, the main character, to one of the 5 quintuplets.
Oh, huh.
So if you
Let me guess, she's a redhead.
So for
'Cause they
those
all
of
have
you,
red hair
so for those
anyway.
of you who have seen the series and have watched the movie, you'll know who Futaro marries.
Okay.
I can tell from that response that neither of you have seen
No,
it.
I was just getting ready to ask you if I should put it on my backlog list.
You should. I mean, if
Okay.
you like a good, wholesome rom-com, like
Mhm.
there's a lot of hijinks. They definitely lean into fan service, but like the comedy is well written.
Mhm.
There is a wholesome story, and you will find yourself like picking sides. Like, who I wanted him to marry changed multiple times. Because at the beginning of the anime, you're kind of teased that like he ends up with one of them.
Mhm.
But to your point, when they don't have their hair done up in different ways or dyed or with accessories and stuff, that they all look the same. And so you're left wondering who it is the whole series. And they leave like little hints and misdirects. And
Can you tell which of us is Hikaru? Anyone watch RN? Okay.
No. They got it.
That was okay.
He's trying to hold it together.
Okay. So yeah, Quintessential Quintuplets is coming back. If you haven't seen it, definitely recommend it. I think it's all streaming on Crunchyroll. So check it out. If you see it, if you watch it, let us know what you think.
Have you ever seen that meme where it's like the two property brothers standing there and they're like, "Can you tell which one of us is Hikaru?" And it's like the property.
Have you seen the third property brother?
There's another one?
Don't.
I need you to go to a web browser right now.
There's another one?
And search.
Are they triplets?
The third property brother.
Why is he busted?
I'm not going to say anything.
Is he busted?
Let me see. Third prop. Because I can... Oh, it came up before I even finished typing it in. Why does he look like a Fall Out Boy member?
He does,
He looks like Pete Wentz. She says she's no good. He definitely got his like rebelliousness from like not being a twin.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? He's like, I really got to be different, y'all.
I almost wore my Fall Out Boy
No
t-shirt today.
way.
He's just singing Dance in the corner like every chance he gets.
He actually looks cool.
Wow.
Not gonna lie. Ooh.
Okay, so the third
They look
property...
like they bite.
Okay, for those of you who are listening, the third property brother, was that... Did you see they look like they bite?
Yeah. This one's great.
Am I allowed to get up from the table twice in one episode?
Yes. You are.
He looks, there are some photos of him.
So that's 1, 2, question mark. What does that mean? Anyway.
I think he looks cool.
I said he looked cool.
Okay, moving on. We learned a few months ago that Hunter x Hunter was getting a 2D fighting game.
Yep.
Even though the trailers looked like it might be 3D, they had confirmed that it was a 2D fighting game by Aiding, which, if you are an FGC fan, you will know Aiding from Bloody Roar, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, which is just 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Game.
No notes.
And DNF Duel. And it's true. They showed off the first gameplay. It is a 2D fighting game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There are 16 confirmed playable characters. They include Gon, Killua, Kurapika, Leorio, Hisoka, and Netero. It's called Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact. It is coming to Switch, PS5, and Steam. I don't think there's a release date just yet.
No, not yet.
But I'm curious, Lee, did you check out the gameplay and what does it kind of remind you of?
I did. And mostly because I was keeping track of Evo Japan this weekend. But it is very much akin to what you would see out of any of the other like team-based fighters, right? Like it fits right into Aiding's DNA. I would say more specifically on the probably more recently DNF Duel and Tatsunoko vs. Capcom front.
So is it tag-based?
Yes, it is a tag game. So it's 2v2. And it looks like they're trying to lean into how like most anime games try and lean into the aesthetic of how it looks. Yeah. That's very much what Aiding is trying to do. Whereas like when you think about Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, they kind of took one style and just rolled with it. So it was just kind of like a hosh posh like anime kind of thing, because I can tell their art style was very much borrowed by Tatsunoko and less Capcom. But this one, because it is just a Hunter x Hunter game, they're able to actually say, hey, we don't have to really change any of the aesthetic, like all the
it's not a crossover. We don't need a uniform art style between the characters. So they have one.
Yeah. So the characters are able to, quote unquote, kind of maintain their integrity. Yep. You know what? I was thinking about, like, as I was watching this trailer, I was like, the fact that we have not gotten just a pure 2v2 anime fighter. Like the jump games are awesome. Like I love the Shonen Jump games, like even Jump Force, which kind of got a lot of flack. But it's time. It is time that we got a pure 2v2 Shonen Jump style like fighting game. It's time, bro. Like there's too many characters.
That's 2 copies.
Let's keep it
sold.
simple.
There's at least two. So yeah, I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Man with a Mission is teaming up with Crunchyroll, who is powering their North America tour 2024.
Heck yeah.
Super cool.
I got to see them the last time they were in Dallas.
Yeah.
Incredible show. I don't know
really?
how they performed, obviously, the whole time.
In the Wolf
Mask. No idea. I was sweating just standing in the room.
I was sweating.
It's a part
for
of them. It's not a mask.
They're actually wolves that just wear clothes.
According to lore.
If you recognize that name, you may have seen it in series, little series like Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm. Just little.
My Hero Academia.
Indie studio.
Vinland Saga. They're kicking the tour off in late June in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be headed to Chicago a couple days later. They're doing 2 dates in Colorado, including, I believe, a Red Rocks show.
Oh.
That sounds awesome.
Yep. LA and Mexico City, basically taking us through the last week of June, first week of July, right before my birthday.
Ooh.
July 6th.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday.
But if you want to get tickets, you can use the presale code MWAM.
Nobody knows these TikTok audios.
No, bro. I don't. I'm
I'm trying to help people get to the concert, and you're over here like bada bada beep bada bada.
I'm here for sound bites.
I'm the wrong TikTok audience. Okay, like I don't even use it. So if you have something very TikTok centric, it's gonna fly right over my head.
It's the audio where they're like, "Today's my birthday." They go and like blow out the mic, and they're like, "Happy birthday, happy birthday."
Anyway, pre-sale
ready
tickets.
to keep going? Are you guys ready? To keep going? I can
yes,
wait.
Dad. I'll turn this van around.
Okay, if you want tickets for Man with a Mission, you can use presale code MWAM, powered by Crunchyroll. And you can check a link to the tickets in the show notes where you can pick them up. Do you guys have a favorite Man with a Mission, OP?
It has to be Merry-Go-Round, bro. From
that's
My Hero. It has to be Merry-Go-Round, bro.
one.
I love that song so much.
Next up, we are sharing our chat with anime fan and running back for the New Orleans Saints, Jamaal Williams. Lee and I chatted with him outside of our normal studio time. So if you're watching, you'll notice we're wearing the same exact clothes.
In a different place.
In a different place.
Different lighting.
A different time of day.
So yeah, it was a great chat. I'm really excited to share his anime journey with everybody. So that's coming up.
Joining us today is probably the biggest anime fan in the NFL. It is Jamaal Williams, the running back for the New Orleans Saints. Thank you for coming to the Anime Effects, my brother. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Perfect. Peachy. I'm happy. I will let you know. I got cats, and now I started watching cat animes. I leave them on for them to watch it. Luckily, it's one of them. I forgot. Let me find it. I got it right here.
My Roommate is a Cat.
Yes, it is. It's a good series.
It's perfect if you're a new cat dad because you go through like the journey of what it's like to have a cat in your house.
Yeah. I like it just because they just independent. Like they mess with you if you want them to mess with you. If you're too overly, I want to see them, they ain't gonna come mess with you. Like you literally gotta be cool for a cat. Like. Yeah, I take care of you, but I don't need to see you. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that we can expect your top 10 anime cats pretty soon, is what you're saying, right?
Oh yeah, I'm getting into it. Come on.
Okay. So speaking of animes, we always ask our guests this question: what was your gateway anime?
Naruto, and like I didn't even start like watching the first beginning one. I started it was at the beginning. My first fight that I seen of Naruto was Zabuza, and then Orochimaru was the first one I didn't like. But then it's like he started to grow on me. He did. He started to grow on me just because I just like the way he just messed with emo boy Sasuke, because it just makes me just happy just to see that.
I also love how Orochimaru is like living his best life right now. Like he
all the time,
totally just reformed. Like, hey, what's up, guys? Like
every time, yeah, reformed. And that's the crazy part. It's like, I'm like, but that's what I like about Naruto is just because, you know, it's Orochimaru, but they, you know, they reformed him. But you know, he's a good person now, so it's just the forgiveness level is crazy. But like, I like people who, by their actions, showing a different person of themselves, you know? So that's what I like about anime. It shows you more about, you go off of the actions than more of the words. And then at least, like, give people the opportunity to show what type of person they are. That's all. I feel like that's what Naruto is about. Naruto always about letting you, like, he wants you to be, you know, good to the village, good to people. If you're not, he's that person to like stick up for the little person, to tell the bully, hey, you shouldn't be a bully. Come help. You should help more than hurt the village. And then sometimes he just gotta beat the sense into him sometimes. Then afterwards, then they're all good.
Speaking of Naruto, obviously, you know, you proudly rep your favorite anime on the world stage. You have your Naruto headband that you often wear. You've got an anime visor that we've seen you use. I'm curious, have you always felt comfortable kind of sharing your interest in anime with your friends and now the world, or was it something you had to kind of work up to?
Before high school, I pretty much like kept it to myself, really, until I got to high school and really playing football, like real, like high school football, especially my freshman year, because I was running around with a big backpack, avid class. I was never late to class, and I was having fun too, I promise you. But me playing football and like me just being a good athlete was basically my gateway for my friends to be like, he's a little nerdy, but he's athletic at the same time, so we kind of got to respect it. And then after that, like, my friends just accepted, like, me talking about it all the time, me running how I do. And then it's still funny to this day because some of my friends still bring that up today of like, remember when you used to be Naruto running around places? I'm like, yep, I still do. Yep. Big backpack and all, trying to hurry up in middle school. I was at chess club. I was doing all those boys. Those was fun in the morning. But yeah, being a nerd is just the greatest thing ever. Yeah. So I literally put more anime into football than football to anime.
Go. So what is it about anime as a whole that resonates with you so much that you feel like you have to rep so hard?
We don't get enough credit. Not a lot of people watch anime and like literally love it and want to watch it. Usually the people who like it usually be, how can I say? it'd be people you would never know. Like I have more in common with people who like anime in airports and just places when I'm going to other places. I can see a kid with a Pokemon bag on and I just be like, hey, like, that's cool. What's your favorite Pokemon? What's your blah, blah, blah. Say what you need to and then, all right, have a great day. Like, I love anime just because it brings people together. You literally don't even have to know that person and you could see that they're cosplaying or they got a little piece of anime accessory on from a show that you like. I just love anime because it's great for making people connect. Like, it's just a great love to have. I love it just because of the adversities that's happening in these shows. Like, if you was really dealing with this in real life, you don't know what to do, really, you know? So it's like, I watch these shows and I try to put them into my life and what my adversities are. They're not as dramatic and drastic as like how this is, but at the same time, I still have the mindset of Naruto, or I'm watching Solo Leveling right now. Boy,
there you go.
Nice.
Just the mentality in his head, just the 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and run a kilometer, and then he just decided to double that up, see how much he can do more. You know what I mean? Like, just that right there in the mindset, be like, like, I know I could do more. I know if I just did 10 squats, 5 sets of 10 squats, I know I could do another squat, another set. You know what I mean? Because I think of things like that, like, what would they do? Would they push it a little bit harder? Would they try a little more? Like, what would happen? And I just be like, I just don't want to leave nothing out there and regret it. You know what I mean? So it's just, I'm loving it. Shoot, I'm at freaking episode 939 on One Piece, and I'm like enjoying it.
I'm only on episode 300, so
take your time. Take your time.
So I have to ask, like, are there any shows or like even soundtracks that you listen to? Like you mentioned Sung Jinu's workout routine from Solo Leveling. Like, Are there any anime you turn to or music you turn to get
I love
pumped up before a game?
Oh, easy. The Akatsuki theme song. You know what it is. Oh, I listen to that one all day. I love that damn organ. That thing go crazy. That thing get
be in the gym going, and they're like, "What is he listening to?"
Oh, it's not even in the gym. I be on the field. Like I played the war music before, and I just be, and it depends too, because unlike I express my feelings no matter what. If I need to cry, I cry right then and there, just to get what I need to do to make myself feel better. So like listening to those songs. Sometimes it brings out the emotional side of me, like make me cry. Sometimes I probably had a hard day, a rough day. Get that release out of negativity out. Sometimes my best way of doing it is crying and listen to heavy metal, the soundtracks for Chainsaw Massacre.
Nice.
I gotta listen to heavy metal sometimes, or watch a show, and it makes me think of like things to help me feel better at the time. And then sometimes it is just crying sometimes of watching a person going through something and they powering up to become the best person of them, or those defining moments of they getting their ass whooped, and then while they getting their ass whooped, they thinking of like the flashback that's gonna like turn them into whatever they need to beat the villain. That's exactly what I be trying to do. And like I have no problem. Like I cry like Gone, but I'll go crazy like Gone too. I'll be all in there, boy. But they look, I ain't a real anime player. I tell you, I'll be a villain though. Most definitely a villain.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
So
I'm resurrecting all the villains.
Yeah. I gotta ask, easily one of your division rivals, DeMarcus Lawrence. He recently did an article with Polygon talking about his all anime football team. And if you haven't seen it, he had Goku at quarterback, Vegeta at middle linebacker, Itadori at wide receiver, Gabimaru as the other wide receiver, and Baki Hanma as his running back. Who would you draft on your all anime team?
Okay, well, I'm gonna go for my running back. I'm gonna go with iShield21. I'm gonna go with old boy. I'm just gonna put him back there already.
Easy.
Yeah, that's easy.
Easy.
Literally, I might just take everybody off the show.
All right, next segment. We're done. I'm just
because I started iShield21 too.
It's so good, dude. It's so
I just
good.
put that on. I just put a young kid on it, and he like, wow, like I've never seen this before. I'm like, yeah, it's an old one. It's a very old one, but it's good though. I like it a lot.
Good. So iShield before you running back. Who else you got?
He's my running back. Oh, my quarterback. I think I'm gonna go with Joestar.
Oh, okay.
Which one? Which Joestar?
Jonathan.
It's a good.
I'm put Jonathan in there.
Okay.
I'll put Jonathan on there. Just is he a real one? And then I like his grandpa. Oh, that's the same one. He's the same one. They go, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's Joseph, right?
That's Joseph. That's his grandpa. Okay. Yeah. So that's my quarterback. I put Jonathan. Jonathan is my quarterback. He be there. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna put all villains on my defense. So all the villains and / in the middle villains too. So I'm gonna go Izuka. He on defense. Kid Buu, defense. Majin Buu, he knows defense. 7 Deadly Sins. Sin of Pride.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? Big Hammer.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't think of his name right there. Okay.
Meliodas. He's my corner, and then his brother's the other corner.
Okay.
I don't know why, but Gallet. I think I'm saying his name. The one who the Sin of Pride defeated because he tried to run away. He turned to stone. I'm taking him because as soon as somebody lies, he's turned to stone, and we're winning off of that. Just boom, off of that. I like My Hero Academia. When they was doing like the dagger shield battle with Red Riot, they was going against Kappa. I think I'm saying it, Nappa or Kappa. I think I'm saying his name right. But he could be on my team too. He's a spear. I love him. He's great. I love anybody that's like relentless aggression for no reason. They just happy to fight. Black Clover. Lucky. Is his name Lucky?
Yeah, Luck. Yeah. Dude,
Luck. Yeah. I love anybody that's like on the middle or they ain't all the way there. Love him. Dio Brando. He's there. Defense.
It's like Dio and Jonathan on the same team.
Yeah, but he's on offense. They don't have to see each other.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but if they win
sure
championships, does it matter, Nick?
Yeah, I'm literally trying to put them on the opposite side. So in practice, we going at it. We gonna get ready. Still iron. Iron sharpens iron.
Getting active in practice.
Yeah, we getting active. I'm be like, hey, put the time away. Put the timing away. Let's get back to work. Come on, next rep.
That's good. I love it.
Well, that sounds like a pretty stacked team.
Oh.
Before we let you go, we have to know what anime are you watching right now that you think everybody needs to check out?
Oh, Solo Leveling.
Ooh,
for sure.
Yeah.
Solo Leveling, just because I feel like it gets straight to it quick and it's not long, Sometimes for some people it's like that first episode. That first episode don't hit really. It's like, do I want to still watch it or not? That's how it was for me sometimes. But I say Solo Leveling or Demon Slayer, easy. If they want to laugh or really get it, Mash Lee. I'll say that one for sure.
Bro.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Like, it's literally One Punch Man and Harry Potter put together. It literally is just him. Him on, like, if you ever watch Harry Potter, this show is for you. You will be dying because you're like, oh, he got a broom, he's flying.
He's running real fast.
They're like, why is he doing it? What type of magic is that?
Yeah.
That's like physical power, man.
All right, y'all heard it from the man. Y'all heard it. You gotta watch Solo Leveling, Mashal, and Demon Slayer if you haven't watched it.
Most definitely, please.
Jamaal, thank you so much, bro. Like, we really appreciate you coming through and talking with us a little bit. Welcome to come back anytime. Probably after the season, because I know you got OTAs coming up, you got preseason coming up, but definitely thank you again for sliding through, man, and definitely good luck with the season ahead. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for this opportunity. Awesome. I'll let y'all know anything anime, I'm with it at all times. Just
at all times, bro. We appreciate you.
I appreciate what y'all do. You guys are great to me.
We appreciate you.
You putting the nerds on. This is the best interview ever because it didn't involve football. It is just us talking about the nerd stuff.
All right. Jamaal shared his anime recommendation with us. I think it's time we share ours too. You guys ready for the Rex?
Let's do it.
All right. Young Nicholas, what have you brought us on this fine day?
So I think I spoke before I left on my vacation about Sandland a little bit.
Yep.
Caught up on the anime. It's great. Great adaptation. They're expanding the world.
It's so good.
I've also been checking out the video game, which just dropped last Friday. So I was waiting at my house when I got home. Still early days on it, but it's fun. The art style is great. The voice cast is great, and it looks great on an OLED TV.
Mm-hmm.
But my main recommendation for this week is, and this is actually based on a recommendation I got on Twitter.
Oh.
Train to the End of the World.
I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about that show.
Yeah. So it first caught my eye. Kojima was tweeting about it. Hideo Kojima,
that's right. I did see that.
Creator of Metal Gear Solid. And as you know, his recommendations on social media are a big deal.
Yep.
You can tell because if he likes something, he'll talk a lot about it, right? Or wear a shirt like his Licorice Recoil t-shirt.
Or he'll like post the key visual or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or if he doesn't like it, he'll just say, I went to the movies and I saw this movie.
Yeah.
Where's his letterbox?
Period.
Let's go.
And you're like, oh, dang, he didn't like it.
We got a no Kojima stamp.
But Train to the End of the World. So I've only seen the first episode, but I'm a first episode can sell me kind of guy. Yeah. So it is an eerie show. The setup is kind of ridiculous. It is in Japan, basically like a surprise giveaway launch party for 7G. Like the launch of 7G wireless communication.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Because they're like, we didn't have 5G here. We didn't have 6G here. But we are going to have 7G and it's going to change the world for the better. We're going to be able to think our messages to each other. So she presses the button for 7G and all of reality gets completely twisted up. And so when you return to whatever the reality is, there's a time skip and the girl is nowhere to be seen. You realize that, at least in where the story starts, all of the humans have turned into animals, except the like teenage or children characters who, once they get to a certain age, they're like, we're going to turn into animals too. So the story basically, it kicks off with them going in search of this girl that has been missing since this event. They're going to be on a train, and they are all kind of anticipating eventually turning into animals.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like full on, or like Animorph moment?
It's the animals are capable of human speech, so they look
So it's
like an animal.
Beastars.
No, because they're not humanoid.
Oh,
like
okay.
they're
just straight up.
If it's an otter, it's an otter, but it's speaking, Japanese.
Oh, that reminds me of what is it? The polar bear that owns the cafe?
Polar Bear Cafe.
Polar Bear Cafe.
Yeah, Polar Bear Cafe.
Yeah.
It's such a good show.
What's that show about the skeleton knight in another world?
Right.
Yeah.
Skeleton Knight in another world.
What's that show where they attack the Titans?
I think it's Shingeki no Kyojin.
Oh,
That was actually
that was
lit.
really good. Hey,
What do y'all have for this week?
Okay, at the risk of sounding like a boomer right now, I actually have been highly, highly considering getting a flip phone. And so my obsession of the week, and anyone will tell you this, I've been like texting my friends group chat being like, I need to get off this screen. I need to get off this iPhone. And because I have so much screen time, it's embarrassing. So my recommendation / really just like obsession of the week is researching different Japanese phones to switch to, because it's really, really hard to find like good flip phones.
That'll
nowadays.
work on your network now too.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like they only, because like a lot of networks stopped doing like 3G.
Yep.
And so I've been like pouring through the Reddit threads and narrowed it down to like a Korean phone and a Japanese phone. So yeah, I'm highly considering switching to a flip phone and a digital camera.
Wow.
Because the thing is, like, if I want to get on TikTok, I can go home and use my iPhone that's not in service on Wi-Fi.
This is really interesting to me because I've always been a fan of the like single-use electronics, because I feel like
same.
that's kind of the era in which we kind of came up with technology. You had the digital camera, you had an iPod, which was music. You had, this is going to be a real deep cut. I had a video now to watch black and white Nicktoons episodes.
Bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Probably because of my like former DJ career. Like I use my like iPod for like everything. And then when they were like, "We're just not doing iPods anymore," I was like, "Are you kidding?" Dude, first the Walkman, then the CD player, now the iPods. Y'all just gonna take all the
yeah.
I am not happy.
It's just like the feeling of using an MP3 player is not like, it's a feeling that you can't really have anymore because
the little nano iPods.
Yeah.
That you can
the ones with no screens.
Yeah.
Where it's all shuffle.
Yeah. No, man, I had to have the big one with the click wheel, bro.
Anyway,
click wheel.
So I love that era of technology because it's so deliberate and there was so much like wild bleeding edge technology and innovation happening all the time. Yeah. And now phones are really just
everything
glass slab, and that's it.
And this may seem like a very like okay conversation of being like, okay, like this generation and their damn phones. But the thing is, like, I don't want to be like, I'm not buying anything from TikTok Shop. I'm not buying anything. I will never, ever buy anything from TikTok Shop. Stop. So it's like, sometimes I just don't want to see the ads and like, just, chill. And the funny thing is like, okay, yeah, I narrowed it down to like a Japanese or Korean phone, but there was another phone
5G compatible
that is literally made by Cat. Like the bulldozer construction company makes a phone, and it's actually like chill as hell.
I kind of want to see it. You gotta show it to me.
And like you can get like Spotify and like Google Maps on it and stuff. So like you can still like
do the basics.
The basic apps that you use every day.
It's Bluetooth, like all this stuff. It's $60.
Oh,
$60.
Is it like the old like the Boost? You remember the Boost mobile talk phones? Like is it like
chirp?
Yeah.
Okay. To close the loop there on your recommendation, it sounds like you were recommending everyone to touch grass.
Yeah, I'm recommending everybody touch grass. Everybody hug a friend. Check on your friends.
Yeah, check on your homies.
Use your flip phone, and the best thing is you can go. Like you can close it. Like
Actually, the best.
That's the best thing about a flip phone.
Actually, the best thing is that you could have a camera on moment and dress up in all pink and just have your flip phone like this.
I said
That's
good
the
day.
best moment.
I want to go back to where when you ask a kid like, how do you talk on the phone? And they put their hand like a slab up to their ear. It needs to be the thumb and the pinky.
Yeah.
Bring that back. Hashtag thumb and pinky.
Yeah, hashtag thumb and pinky. I can't wait to see what comes up for that.
All right, no. Lee, what do you got?
All right. Kind of like you, I have a quick one, and then I have a long one. So I love Shaman King. That was like one of the first manga that I was like, if I'm going to collect the entire series, I have to have this one. Mm-hmm. So I've been collecting the original Shonen Jump run before I collect the Kodansha run because they switched publishers. Yep. But then I realized that I hadn't watched the first, or the 2022 remake.
Oh yeah.
I realized that I hadn't watched it all the way through, so I started watching it again this week. And because Flowers is out, and I was like,
that's on Netflix.
Yes. And I was like, man, I have to watch this because I got to watch Flowers, right? So I'll keep you updated on that. Shaman King will probably come up again.
Yeah.
But my main recommendation for this week, Boy Kills World.
That's
with the Skarsgård.
With Billy Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Pennywise, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a little mischievous little guy.
The dance.
When I say, like, because we were talking about Monkey Man the other week, this has just been a good spring for just like
action
and like revenge stories. Like, it's just this one in particular, and I don't want to talk about it like too much because I don't want to spoil it because you
I'll
guys
see
should
it tonight.
definitely see it. But basically, Boy's entire family gets killed, and he's raised by the shaman to like become this ultimate weapon to get revenge for his family, and the action in it is incredible. H. John Benjamin is
I love him.
is the voice of the kid of the boy because he's deaf and mute, so he can't talk. So the only way
it's kind of like internal narration,
right? So all of the internal narration comes from H. John Benjamin, and I'm sitting there and I was like, Bob's Burgers, like that was sitting there in the theater like, but
that has to do with a mailbag question coming up too.
Incredible. The action is so good. Kind of like it gives you the old kung fu movie vibe, but then it also gives you kind of like the new John Wick-ish kind of hyper violence.
Yeah.
Alexa, play Ultraviolence by Lana Del Rey.
I'm over here in my rom-com corner. Like
he's like, please no. But no, be prepared for that. But a lot of what this movie is too is that does he become the all-conquering hero? You gotta find out. But there's a great twist at the end. Oh boy, the twist alone is worth seeing the movie.
And now we will detail it in full. Just kidding.
And now for the next 3 hours.
Well, we also got some recommendations from fans this week.
We got some good ones this week.
Yeah. So from Apex Dragonoid on Apple Podcasts, reminder, if you leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts with your recommendation, we'll read it on the show. I have got to recommend Bungo Stray Dogs to anyone who hasn't seen it. It's become my favorite anime.
Hysterical too.
I haven't seen it.
It's so good.
I know I need to see it, but the longer it gets, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, overwhelming. Because I'm going through One Piece right now. And I know Bungo is at season 5.
Season 5. Yeah.
From Anime to New on Crunchyroll. You can also leave a comment on Crunchyroll. For Slice of Life Isekai, based on our Isekai conversation, try Campfire Cooking in Another World.
So good.
Farming Life in Another World. And another personal favorite Isekai is Reincarnated as a Sword.
That's the thing. You can choose. You can get reincarnated in anything and come back to life in any world. That's the magic of Isekai. You can go to Farmville.
Farmville.
You can go to a dungeon. So
just those two. Farmville or a dungeon.
Right.
And then the last one this week is from WKRPNVB.
That sounds like a radio station.
It does.
WKRPNVB.
Here comes the radio voice again. Let's go.
On Crunchyroll says, The Weakest Tamer begins a journey to pick up trash is a very good isekai in my opinion. I have been reading the light novel for a while now, and the anime is doing a pretty good job of carrying the story over.
Love to hear it.
It doesn't deal with the isekai idea like most do, since the main character is nowhere close to being OP. The characters are great, as well as the whole story.
It's fun.
Awesome.
It's fun. I like that.
Thanks for the Rex, guys. As a reminder, you can leave a comment on YouTube or Crunchyroll, or if you want a guaranteed read on the show, 5-star review, Apple Podcasts.
Do it now.
You need to put the asterisk. We do not guarantee that we will read your question on the show. The guaranteed question means is
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was good. The first part, not the da-da-da-da part. All right. Where are we going next?
Mailbag.
Funky Town.
I want you to take me.
Funky Town.
Mailbag. What questions we got this week, y'all?
All right. From Beef KT10Z.
I'm in the fan club. I'm in Beef's fan club now because they asked a question in a previous episode and they asked good questions. So keep them coming.
Yeah, welcome back to the show,
Shout
Beef.
out to Beef. Question for the show. What is the most useful or interesting thing you've learned from a cute girls doing cute things show after watching Are You Lost? I now know that if I am ever in a survival situation, using a plastic bottle full of water to focus the sun's rays like a magnifying glass is the best way to start a fire.
Huh.
That's legit.
That is legit.
I'll have
That's
to,
legit.
yeah. If I'm ever on Survivor.
I mean, y'all know what I'm going to talk about.
What?
Do it
Laid back
yourself.
Oh, yeah.
It was either do it yourself or laid back camp.
Okay. I had a 50-50 shot.
No, but I mean, laid back camp does it definitely does a lot with if you have the equipment, or it teaches you to like kind of find the right equipment to buy and like how it all maps together, how to set up a tent.
Mm-hmm.
But do it yourself is like how to build a fun little key ring hook or a birdhouse.
Okay.
I wonder if anyone follows along and like does the crafts, because there are people out there that do like
That's
anime
interesting.
recipes.
I'd love to see that.
So like I wonder if there's people that like are like doing all the crafts from DIY.
Ooh.
That would be fun.
That'd be awesome.
If someone's out there, let me know.
Yeah.
'Cause that'd be fun to watch.
Neon Genesis Evangelion helped me go to therapy.
Shinji coded.
It does say cute girls doing cute things. So does Shinji fall into that category?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's
Okay,
girly
I don't
pop.
think
Small boys and big robots.
The small boys and big robots.
How
I
about
don't-
y'all though? Any?
I don't have a specific like cute girl doing cute things. I'll kind of take that and just say like from watching like cooking anime, like I've picked up like weird little like stuff from it. Like again, I talk about it every week, but Delicious in Dungeon, it's I mean, the Shinji man, like he always has like really cool like ways that he explains food. Same thing with one of the Recs was like campfire cooking.
Yep.
That's probably been a lot of mine is just the random like cooking stuff that I've picked up just by watching anime.
That's awesome.
Mine is Licorice Recoil. Taught me how to perform espionage and shoot an AK.
This show taught me how to commit war crimes.
And then
violate
also
the
work in
Geneva
a cafe as my day job.
Showed me how to shoot an AK and make a damn good espresso.
AK and latte, baby.
All right. And I think we got one more question for this week.
William 295. Welcome back, William. What anime did you enjoy watching so much you had to start reading the manga because you couldn't wait for the next season to see what happens next? For me, it was Spy Family, Kaiju number 8, Skeleton Knight in Another World.
We mentioned Skeleton Knight earlier.
We did. We did.
I mean, for a lot of different anime, I did, start with the anime and then move into it. Like you said, like if the rest of the show's not out yet. So it'd be like Art High School Host Club, a Nichijou, which is now obligatory to mention on every episode. We moved from Godzilla to Nichijou. Definitely Attack on Titan. I went back and read the manga and, finished it out before the series finale.
Yeah, I did that too.
Yeah, that was a fun one because I've read through the entire manga twice at this point. And seen the show through, I think, 4 times because I watched it twice alone.
I'm wearing the t-shirt, but Leah's the
I have the
dedicated
tattoo.
I feel like the big one for me is Fire Force.
That's a good one.
It's been a bit since season 2.
Yeah.
I fell in love with that show.
The art in the manga is really good too. So like going back to that and seeing like the inspiration before it comes to life, like the source material is always really fun.
Yeah, Okubo Sensei is just crushing it with character design. But yeah, the world building is so good. The power system, potential connections, the Soul Eater. Like there's a lot to love about Fire Force. So I recommend picking up the manga if you're caught up on the series because it goes places. Attack on Titan was another big one for me. The Promised Neverland. I was reading it while season 1 was airing, but once season 1 ended, and that season 1 was like pitch perfect, I
just continued,
blasted through it and caught up. I was reading it weekly until it finished.
For me, Demon Slayer for sure, because I definitely started out watching before reading. Same with Jujutsu Kaisen. I guess I can count Black Clover, because Black Clover, like once it stopped, like this is another one where I think the world building is absolutely amazing. Like the power system is, so fun and OP for no reason. But I was like, okay, I can't wait for this to come back. Like I have to, I gotta keep going.
All right. I think that does it for our questions this week.
Yeah.
Thanks for writing in. As always, we will read your entries. Please, if we didn't get to your question, keep writing it in.
How?
By
leaving a 5-star review
on Apple Podcasts.
There you go.
Yes.
You can also
There's
comment.
I just had a few pointing at me. Give it 5 stars.
You can also comment on Crunchyroll, YouTube, and respond to the social posts. But we would really appreciate it if you did a 5-star review, because it helps the show. It helps us get visibility.
The algorithm. The algorithm.
Tell a friend. Share it with your friends.
All right, y'all. That's it. Welcome back, Nick.
Well, that's it.
That's it.
Hey, thanks.
Welcome back. The trio is once a trio again. For everybody else, thank you for joining another episode of The Anime Effect. Brought to you by Crunchyroll and the folks over at Sony Music Entertainment. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode.
I want you to know I woke up at 11:30 a.m. last Tuesday and said, Crunchyroll Presents The Anime Effect is hosted by me, Nick Friedman, LeAlec Murray, and Leah President. We are executive produced by Jonathan Hirsch, Sarah Morris, Alex Lawless, and me, I guess. Our lead producer is Kyla Carnero, and our associate producer is Zoe Culkin. Patrick Emile edited and mixed this episode's audio, and Tyler Lucas filmed and edited the video. Our head of production is Sammy Allison. Special thanks to Tamika Balance Kalasny.
So we'll be back next week with more anime, of course. We'll catch you then.
Later,
And
days.
there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
Bye.
I'm sorry, I've been watching too much One Piece, so I've been working on my last.